just a good old boy.
Howdy, y'all. Y'all probably been wondering, it's been a little while since we've seen you. Is something been going on? Why is it a little bit longer than normal? Not 2 minutes longer. Sometimes I'll just not have a lot going on and I'll take a little break for a little while. But actually, we had a storm come through and it knocked out my internet. Not for my house. It was actually the transformer on the pole, or whatever they call that thing, transmitter, something like that, that the internet company calls it. I don't know. And it's Xfinity internet, and it takes them a week just to come out and fix the thing. And nobody on the street, or on our, not street, on our road, wants to call and report it, because whoever calls and reports it gets hung with a bill. This thing is currently broke down. The John Deere, it has starter go bad. Had to take this off. We've had it rebuilt. I'm going to put it back on now. Y'all missed that while my internet's been down for about nearly 4 or 5 days now. So y'all have missed that little deal when that happened. I've got to get this thing back going because we got a lot of stuff to do with it coming up pretty quick. A lot of things fixing to happen very quickly. We are going to be rolling in the field very soon. Get ready for that, because that's coming. And had a few other things going on. I can't remember what else. We had something else going on too that we've been doing. But it's been hectic, really, really hectic. So let's get to fixing this thing and get started off the top. It wouldn't be that bad if you could stick a socket and an extension right up through there and get on it, but you can't. There's no way to get a socket on it. So you have to try to do this all with your finger. And I'll show y'all how you got to put the wrench on here in a second. Get it on. And then when it's been on there for a long time, that makes it even more fun trying to get it off, because then it's got rust and everything else built up on it, and it's just stuck in there together. So you can't hardly get anything in there to work on it. I can't even get this wrench in there to do anything. I think, how was it? I got it in there. I can't even get it on there to tighten it up a little bit. And unfortunately, the first time I did this, or when I took the top one off, the bottom was one I had so much trouble with. I could screw it in all the way, or off all the way by my finger, but for whatever reason it's not wanting to let me put it back on my finger. Just reaching in there. I mean, look at this. Who was the idiot that designed this to where you can't even get anything down in there? I ain't picking on John Deere or nothing, because I've seen everything before that's a pain in the butt to work on. But hey, what kind of genius designer designed this to think, hey, let's make this to where you can't possibly get a wrench on there, and stick it all together, and then they'll have a real fun time when they take it apart. Because more than likely this starter was put on here when the block was bolted up to the engine, and it was the starter was put onto the bell housing before the engine was even set in on the transmission, or the cast, or you want to call it. I can't even get the crank joint to tighten it. Try oversized wrench. See if I can get it down in there just enough to pull it up there to get it kind of close. Hey, this is the kind of crap that just makes you just go wonder what in the world. Heard once a kid said how stupid they were. I shouldn't say his kid is somebody that was probably about 18 years old. Say, oh, that you shouldn't have bought a, I can't remember what brand it was, car or whatever, because their tire went flat. Y'all, their tire went flat, so they was cussing the brand of the car manufacturer it was. Not the tire manufacturer, the car manufacturer. And all of them was standing around making fun of the one whose tire blew out on their car. It wasn't their fault, or went flat. I can't remember. The girl, her tire went flat, and I just thought to myself, you dummies. I don't know if y'all can see anything. Right up in there, it's where I gotta get this bolt to go in. Finally got that on the top end. Now this thing won't start. I can't see what it's doing. One thing I can't do though. Right here, go ahead and hook this ground up. That's something that's odd too with this starter. I ain't never, the starter, the ground bolts for the tractor or backhoe bolts into the side of the starter. Never seen one quite like this before. That bolts into the side of it like that is weird. Go ahead and hook it back up, just in case when I shift that thing I can't get it, the wires to go up in there like I want to. I know y'all can't see that, but I can't either. I'm just feeling around and guessing. Hoping I get it right, because I can't see with my hands up in there. We got that on. Let's see, it's thumb wrench. I've got a thumb wrench here. Let me try to maybe bump that starter over some. See if that'll help. Alright, finally got her bolted up. Hooking the wires up now. Hopefully we can get this thing going pretty quick. Get knocked out. Try to tighten that up. There's another point on this solenoid. Try to tighten that up. Where that wire stay up there. There's another point on the other side of the solenoid that That hot wire looks like it can make contact with if you ain't got it bolted on there just right. Not good. But always undo your battery power before you mess with anything like this. Your battery connection, which is kind of obvious if you ain't never done this before. Always undo the battery if you're gonna be working on anything pretty well electrical, on a truck, tractor, or anything. That's tight. Stand this up. That. Down. I don't know what. I guess that'd be a. Guess that's a 5/8. Yep. There we go. Good deal. Get this picked up. We'll hook the battery cable back up and I'll try to turn her over. Let's give this thing a try. See what she'll do. Well, I got it run. Y'all, I messed up. Here, let me get my phone out and I'll show you what I did. It's pretty embarrassing, but I did it. I put the little wire on the wrong side. I had it on that short terminal over there instead of this one. But in my defense, this solenoid is different than the one that was originally on it when I took it off. The small terminal, it only had one and it was on the inside towards the block. This one has two, and the one it had to be on was the outside, so I just put it back on the way it come off. And this one had the double nuts on it and this one didn't, so I just said that, well, that's got to be the way it goes back, because that's the way it came off. And I was wrong. It went on the outside, so my fault, but it cranks and works good. We got it fixed. At least I didn't have to take that darn starter off or find something else. So that's the good news. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.